Have you ever needed a little bit more coverage because you had some friends come to visit on your bare naked face? Because that's what's happened to me today. I have had so many requests for a full coverage makeup, and I finally found one that I love. It is called Studio Blend Cover Foundation, and it is fantastic. Now you're gonna ask yourself, why would I need a full coverage foundation? And that is an excellent question, because some of us don't have the most perfect skin. Like we have this, and I have this. I got something going on over here. I got this thing going on over here. Is it right? Yeah, that right, this. And these come to visit every once in a while, and some of us have them there like all the time. So this full coverage makeup will be able to cover those for 12 hours. 12 hours. And I love this one particularly because it's not heavy. It's beautiful coverage, and it lasts for 12 hours, which, hallelujah! How often does that happen? Like hardly ever. And you can add more to it and blend it out with a makeup blender, and it is gorgeous. So let's put some of it on my face so that we can get some of these little babies covered up. First of all, I want to say that I already put on the Retexture primer, and this is a must-have, especially for the cover foundation, because it puts that layer between your moisturizer and your makeup so that it doesn't absorb into your skin and it stays put once you've set it with the powder. So I've already put this on. Make sure that you put this on after your moisturizer or whatever your skincare regimen is, and then go ahead and put on the primer. Super, super important. It's really, really clear, and you just need one little pump, if that. Like you can do like a little happy pump and you'll be totally fine. So now we're just gonna jump right into it. I wanna show you how cool this is because it has a pump. Can you see that? It is so awesome. The really great thing about it is there's not a tube inside of it. So if you want to try and get some of it, more of it out, you just tap on the lid with the lid on, and then it's all down here on the bottom. It's awesome. So you're not trying to, with the Q-tips, scrape out the last little bit. You can push this bottom part all the way down so you'll get every single bit of this product, which I really appreciate because I paid for it, so I want it all. And I want it all on my face right now. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. So I'm going to put some of it on my hand right here as my working palette. And the color I'm using today is 105. And with my makeup blender, I'm just going to kind of absorb some of it in there. And you can see, I didn't put a ton on there, but a little bit. We've got some. And you'll see once I start to put it on my face what that looks like. Now here's a quick tip. With this type of makeup, when you're using a full coverage, you're going to want to start from the inside of your face and work yourself out. And the reason you want to do that is so that you don't get, I mean, we've all seen the foundation line, right? We've seen people do that. And that's because they're just kind of putting it everywhere and slathering it all on. But this way, if you start in the middle and you blend it all the way out with your makeup blender, that's the name, blending out, then you won't get those awful lines in your hairline or on your jawline. So it's really, really, really smart. Do that tip because it's awesome. All right, so I'm going to show you just going down the bridge of my nose and then kind of working myself over. Now you can see already that this little friend of mine is no longer visiting. It's like practically gone, and that was just 1 or 2 taps. So the coverage on this is really nice and really great. You're gonna love it, I promise you. So I'm just gonna kind of keep working myself out. And the nice thing too is that you can add a little bit more and have more of a full coverage, or you can kind of blend it out a little bit and not have as much of coverage, depending on whatever your needs or wants or desires are. It fulfills them all. There we go. Now a little bit goes a long way, so just kind of remember that. Probably put a little too much on there, but that's okay. I like to get carried away. So I'm just working my way out. Now I already have the retexturing primer on my lips, so even if I hit this on my lips, you're gonna be just fine. But look at that. Oh, I love it so much. It's going away. All of my flaws, all of my mistakes. I'm about to be perfect. Watch. Now I have this lovely little scar up here that I'm going to kind of spend a little bit more time on. Give it some special attention. You can see how quickly that was to do. And now I'm just kind of rolling it, kind of really working it in, making sure I don't have any funky lines. Again, from the middle out. And I like to do a little bit of the lid, helps kind of help that primer and your shadow to stay on a little bit longer. Ta-da! I'm going to tell you what this feels like. It feels light, it feels airy. It doesn't even feel like I have any foundation on it at all. So there's that to consider. Also, did I mention it was a 12-hour wear? That's really incredibly fantastic. So now I'm going to jump into setting it with our two-way foundation with our fabulous kabuki brush. Gosh, this has like been my fave, one of my faves for a long time. But I'm just going to go down my T-zone right here, kind of take it up, and you can just see it's becoming even more flawless. Done. I love it so much. I feel like it's just given a really, really nice coverage. And I feel like now I have a really great palette to add all my other makeup to. It is makeup month, so make sure you get your Studio Blend Cover Foundation so that you also can have a beautiful canvas.